Hey there, welcome back. I am Ramona. This is the Smell of Logic channel, where we read Reddit stories and advice and all that kind of stuff. So, we are doing another video of what are some difficult truths that you probably should know, and the sooner you accept them, the easier your life will be, or something. Something like that. I guess some of these are more acceptable and some are less, but anyway. Sometimes sobriety is more fun. You cannot love someone into loving you back. A relationship will not fix your problems, it will only bring you more. Don't take things too personally. Most of the time, nothing has anything to do with you, even direct criticism. It's more the reflexation what? Of what's going on inside the person in front of you. So nothing you can do about that. That no one is going to tell you anything. You have to figure it out by yourself. That our lives don't matter in the grand scheme of things, and that is great. It doesn't matter. You don't have to save the world or be rich as sin. Just live your life as best you can. Enjoy what you can for now, for how long you can. Because soon enough, we're all going to die, and nothing we will ever do will be remembered for more than a few years. I mean, what can you know about the great deeds of our great-great-great-grandfather? Every single one. If you can take ownership of them, even better if that affords you to control what you can and let go of what you can't. If you have been married to a constant abuser, had children with him, then married a constantly unfaithful long-haul trucker, and had children with him, then married a gambler and drugger whose 10-year declining years you have supported, you are not the good judge of character you claim to be. That sounds a little personal. Life is unfair. Sometimes all you can do is suck it up. Life isn't fair and nobody owes you anything. They don't care. You can't just work hard and achieve financial success. You have to be strategic about what you're working hard at. If you want a promotion and the next level requires people management skills, you have to learn and then demonstrate people management skills. Putting your head down and doing your projects alone doesn't prove that you're capable of doing anything else. I've been promoted over people who didn't think I deserved it, and I've watched people get pissed at someone else getting promoted when they didn't think deserved it. But I've witnessed only one case of nepotism in my entire career. Most folks like me just identified the skill sets needed for the next position they wanted and made themselves a no-brainer for it, because they realized being perfect at their current job isn't going to help them with the skills they need at the next. Also, your manager isn't your friend, and they're only there to help you within the breadth of their responsibilities, as they got shit to do that they have to do too. Being a complainer, not coming up with your own solutions, and actively keeping your workplace toxic because other people are doing it too, will not help your career, nor will it help you develop the professionalism needed to operate at higher levels. A lot of folks, like my brother, hop from workplace to workplace claiming how toxic each place is, and then turn around and walk off about flipping off or being disrespectful to their manager just because they tell it like it is. Corporate work is a game of politics once you hit manager level. If you can't demonstrate that you can handle the heat and build the relationships necessary to make the changes you want to make, you're not going to be put in that role because it will be a detriment to the whole department. Life is about the journey, not just the destination. Practice how to lean into your day, your year, your life. Plan your work and work your plan. The more you work, the more luck you will have. 99% of the satisfaction or misery you will experience in your life will result from who you spend it with. Choose wisely. Men should forget the distracting pretty girls until they finish their education and establish themselves in the world. Men don't mature emotionally, mentally, or physically until about 30 years of age. Then marry a woman who is about 22. Face everything in your life with open eyes. Hiding from circumstances or facts you find to be unpleasant or uncomfortable will blind you to options and solutions. Almost every problem in your life is your own fault, and it's really up to you to do something about that. Happiness isn't a constant, so don't expect it to be. If you think people are happy all the time, you're just going to be miserable. Only you have the power to change your life choices, and no one is going to come save you. You got to save yourself and look out for yourself. You cannot blame people for your life choices. Work to live, don't live to work. Work sucks. If you didn't suck, they wouldn't be paying you to do it. Find something you're decently good at and that has a level of upward trajectory. Remember, they don't care about you, so don't let them ruin the time you're not there. Set boundaries and do your best to become better at your craft. Go to work, save what you can, live your life. Don't define yourself by your job. There is a center of the universe, but it's not you. You're a child, always was, always will be. You may get wiser, stronger, older, and smarter with age, but you're still a large child who is selfish, hungry, and desperate for attention and validation. You can either deny it and become depressed, embrace it and become entitled, or simply accept it as part of your life and realize you were born to be happy and work towards making your inner child happy as often and responsibly as you can. Everyone has their own behavior, and you shouldn't try to change that. The fact that you are in a bad situation, that 9 times out of 10 you are there because of things you did, you are responsible. But that means you can also change and get out of the bad situation. It all comes down to you. Life will always have some degree of pain. Change is the only constant. Experts in their field do not know everything, and in fact, some of the things they know and are completely sure about are completely wrong. And it is always the people who are less successful that will have something to say. The world is not a good place, and it won't get better, so we just have to live with it. You can't win, only try. Even when someone says they love you, and you love them back, they're still capable of doing the worst things to you. It's okay to hold them accountable. Only you can control the rudder of your personal canoe. Don't float along with the current, allowing circumstances to determine where you go. Be the captain. There are thousands of things you're bad at and wrong about, and correcting those will pay off better than doubling it down. You die. You really die. Like you only get one go at this. What a precious thing we have. One time, that's it. No second chances, no redos. Gone. The world goes on. We stop being alive. We don't go anywhere. Nothing happens. All done. No more. That day is coming soon. Live your life to the fullest. Love yourself. Love your family. Tolerate your neighbor. You need to accept how the world actually works and don't get stuck in your beliefs of how you wish it worked. Don't respond to someone while you're super heated. Take a minute just to think things over. Then respond. Change is inevitable, and your success in life will be determined by how you learn to deal with it. You cannot change the fundamental core of a person. If you're in love with the idea of a person, of what they could be and not who they really are, then the relationship is never going to work out. Pay off the damn debt. Stop trying to bank happiness. Don't set metrics like, if I get this, I will be happy, or when this happens, I will be happy. Truth is, if you're not happy now, then you need to do things that will make you happy now, not sometime in the future. The majority of what is within your control is how you react to circumstances. You're probably not going to love your job, but it's okay to pay for the things that you do love. There is no right way to live your life, but there are plenty of wrong ways to live. Life is usually over around 80 years. Usually. Be grateful for what you have. It's the key to happiness and satisfaction in life. If you're reading this, your life is probably much better than 99% of the people on the earth. You're not in the current situation because of someone else. You're there because of you. If you're happy, well done. If you're not, effing do something about it. The world is exactly as it is. There's no need to try to change it. Thinking is too imperfect. Whether your current situation is your fault or not, no one is going to help you. You have to help yourself and change your own life. Don't expect anyone to change for the better, especially your parents. Recognize people's patterns and understand that they'll likely do the same thing for the rest of their lives. No one gives a shit about you or other than what they can get from you. There are fewer good people than you think. The news is for profit and will lie to get viewers. The poor are taken advantage of. Crime is allowed to happen as long as no rich people are the victims. Everything is an effing scam. You aren't going to necessarily find someone who loves you for just being you. When looking for a partner, what you have to do is curate yourself to attract someone. Dress well, work on personal shortcomings, and pick up interesting hobbies, even if it's not naturally you. You shouldn't be fake, but you need to put in some effort. People often reveal their lack of knowledge. For a country that literally put the guarantee of justice in their Pledge of Allegiance, there's no real effing justice to be had in the U.S. Justice is just another capitalist commodity that's sold to the highest bidder. That there will be friends or frenemies who will always envy you and continue to follow your social to watch you slip up. The sooner you get rid of these types of friends, the healthier your circles will be. Generally speaking, a year from now is going to happen regardless if you start taking the lifestyle change to get back in shape, off drugs, quit alcohol, etc. Start back at school and work towards that degree, license, certification, etc. Start budgeting your finances so you can get out of debt. Build a strong savings account and work towards financial freedom or anything else you have been wanting to do, but excuses, depression, etc. have stopped you from taking the first step. Remember, it's progress, not perfection. Baby steps in the right direction is always better than sitting still. Look back at a year ago today and think that you could have been doing if you'd taken those baby steps over the past year. How much better off would you have been? Now, fast forward a year from now. Are you going to be in the same place you are now, or are you going to be in a better place? You have to go to the DMV. Just do it. If you are economically disadvantaged, you are behind astronomically from advantaged people. No luck and opportunity are given. You are in charge of your emotions. No one else is. Most people don't give a shit about you. And I don't mean get over yourself, you suck. I mean, most people, just like you, are wrapped up in their own self-obsessed, single viewpoint little world. Many of them are so stuck, obsessing about what others think about them, that that's all they have time for. Which is a good thing. All those things you feel embarrassed about, most of them have already been forgotten, if they were noticed at all. There's a fun experiment. Take a moment of your life that you remember doing something embarrassing, and time in sophomore year when you were so intent on expressing to your crush that you pretended to be the same slushy flavor as her and called you out for it. For example, now try to think of something embarrassing you remember someone else doing that year too. Hell, try to remember the name of 5 people you knew that year. Can't? Then nobody else remembers. Slushygate. Just breathe. The majority of people on here are 14, mentally ill, or trolls. Best to just say your piece to the world and move on. Do not engage. Your success will come from mostly luck. You will be at the right place at the right time, or you won't. Being talented and working hard is nice, but luck is a real deal maker. You can explain your truth and your boundaries. Some people will have amazing talks about them, but some will not change because they don't want to be understanding. They want to use you. Cheap, shitty shoes are doing you no favors. If you're a man, there's a 99% chance that you were put on Earth to experience suffering of some sort. Anything from heart-wrenching breakups to experiencing war and watching your comrade die. Not that these are equal in pain. The only thing you control in this world is yourself. You should welcome finding out that you were wrong. It gives you a chance to be more right. Countries are just big mafias. They don't really care. If they seem to, then that's just for money. Take accountability. Say sorry. Do your very best to not repeat your mistakes. Someone will always have more money than you, so there's no point in competing. For whatever reason, most people are temporary. You can't really change anyone. They either don't want to, or they will do it in their own time, and you shouldn't even want to. You can't control everything around you, but you can control how you react. You're a nobody. Everybody else is a nobody, too. For those that look down on you, just remember, they're nobodies and they'll be dead and forgotten someday. Same as you. Those people that dislike you, they're set in their ways, and that's on them, not you. Head high, back straight, walk on. You'll be dead someday, so why waste it on people who aren't worth your time? Going into debt because YOLO will lower your choices over time. There is no such thing as the perfect political candidate in a democracy, especially for president. It doesn't matter how many viable parties we have or what voting system we used. Pick your top 2 or 3 issues and find a candidate that aligns with them, and take the bad with the good. My opinion as to why there is so much voting disillusion is due to people not finding the niche candidate that checks all of their boxes, getting elected and even more in past the primaries, than just throwing up their hands and claiming the system doesn't work. It is not only good, but healthy to go through times in life where you don't have a romantic relationship, and none on the horizon. It teaches you how to be a better person, not saying no to things that aren't right for you, and how not to be desperate, or be a desperate clown falling all over yourself for someone who doesn't give a damn about you. In other words, you develop that don't give a damn muscles on your own. You can do your best with someone and still be the villain in their story. That's very, very, very true. That's life, man. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video. There's plenty more on the channel, so go check out a few. If you did like this video or any of my other videos, please leave a like, maybe subscribe to the channel. Do those things if you want to. If not, that's cool too. I won't complain. But anyway, thanks, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.